many of us have actually heard of this term, kampong spirit? Okay, that's okay. I didn't know about it either. Well, kampong spirit is defined as a sense of social cohesion in a community, even as preferences differ from household to household. As my father, who has once lived in a kampong himself before, said, the people in the kampong are like a family. There were no secrets, no locked doors, and most importantly, no complaints about each other. Of course, this is vastly different from our modern-day Singapore. Now that you know what kampong spirit is, you may ask, hey, why do we need to know this kampong spirit? Well, as Josephine Chia, the author of a book titled, you guessed it, Kampong Spirit, said, everyone needs someone. When the kampong spirit is in evidence, no one needs to feel alone or abandoned. This warm feeling of being cared for makes life meaningful and brings happiness. And being happy, one possesses a stronger foundation, better able to take the knocks of life more easily. Now, my father told me many stories about his life in the kampong, one of which most memorable because it was about chickens. So apparently, one night, the robber crept in to their kampong to steal chickens. The moment he was spotted, everyone ran out of their houses, waving canes and umbrellas, still dressed in their pajamas, and chased the robber out of the kampong. Now, the main point of the story is obviously not about the chickens, but about the fact that no one just stood at home and watched, saying, those are not my chickens, I don't have to care. No, they all ran out to help. Why? Because they were family. They were family. Can this sense of unity really be found in our modern-day Singapore? I think it's rare, or at least impossible. I mean, how many of us can stand proudly and say, I know everyone living in my building right now? So the next day, after writing this script, I said to myself, Esther, you must go and demonstrate this kampong spirit that you are talking about. So I walked to the void deck, I saw my neighbor, I said, hi! The neighbor looked at me, avoided eye contact, and walked away quickly, presumably because they thought I was crazy, which is possible, but it also saddens me more. I'm sure one day they'll return my wave, and I look forward to that day. All in all, I'm not telling all of you to go home and leave your doors unlocked as a sign of neighborly trust. We can start with a wave, a greeting, or a smile. It is very simple, and I believe that all of us can do it. That's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for your kind attention.